Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Torres. Now then, the ball's come loose. Doku. Not the most accurate pass. Nico Gonzalez. That has not gone well. Gusto. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Pass is just off target. Foden. Now it's Haaland. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. He might be in here! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Odegaard! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. He's had it nicked away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Haaland. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Ruben Dias. Here's Rodri. Foden. Vardiol. Here's Doku. Gets a good foot in there. No foul, says the referee. No way through. Rodri. Out towards the flank. And it's Rodri. He won't be happy with that one. Ekitike. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Haaland. Foot in. Torres is onto it in a flash. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Doku. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Vardiol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ekitike. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's going for goal. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Aimed in towards the centre. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Can he finish? It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Out to the right. Swings in across. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doku looking to get on the end of this. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. It's a pretty loose pass. Mohamed Salah. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ekitike. And it's Ødegaard. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Just a quick
you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Good ball, good take.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Stones. Matheus Nunes. Nico Gonzalez. And it's Rodri. Vardiol. Now Foden. Looking to play him in. Rodri. Ødegaard. And it's Salah. Well, that pass isn't the best. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That'll be a throw-in. Rodri. Vardiol. Here's Doku. Defending was strong and firm. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
The attendance
60 minutes played. And he's picked out the run. Ekitike. He is just caressing the ball. That's a decent clearance. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring.
That's rather hopeful. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Ruben Dias. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Foden. And Gvardiol. Doku. Gvardiol. Doku. Chance for a shot! It's hit the upright. Dispatched clinically. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nico Gonzalez. And it's Nunez. Played out towards the right wing. Adams makes the interception. And it's Bernardo Silva. Nicely weighted ball. Matches Nunez, takes control of it, and he's on the move. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal go into the lead, and he's away, and it's Fernando. Chance! Matches Nunez, gets good distance on it. And that's definitely not his best.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And Torres! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Saka has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Bernardo Silva. Foden. Played into space out. He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Now it's Torres. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Arsenal finding their passes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave. Matches Nunez has been caught there. It's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Adams with the slide tackle there. That has ended up in no man's land. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva.
There they go, hunting
Added minute
again.
has been indicated.
No question, that's a foul. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Arsenal are down to 10 men.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 13.
Time for a change in personnel.
Norgard. Number 10. Mohamed Salah. Number 21. Fernando Torres. Coming on the field. Number 2. Gabriel.
It's run loose
Number
here.
16. Rodri.
That tackle was certainly
Number
sturdy.
8, Alexander
And he
Arnold.
welcomes it in. And it's made its way to him. Ekitike is on. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matheus Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because despite all his creativity and ball skills, he doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger or the strength to be a number 9. I just love it when he gets that free rein to roam wherever he wants. We'll have to wait and see on this.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And that's gone loose. Rodri. And Guardiol. Ruben Dias. And it's Stones. Doku. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Here's Rodri. Guardiol. And it's Rodri. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Nicely spread. Now it's Doku. Oh, good-looking ball. Doku has it out wide and in space. And that has been clubbed away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Šeško. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Matheus Cunha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Matheus Cunha. Bernardo Silva. This looks promising. Foden. That looks a good ball through. Haaland! Oh, it's gone in! First blood drawn. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Haaland. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Foden. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Doku carries the ball down the right. Showing good feet. Menu wins the duel this time. He has found a way through. The cross comes in. He rises! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the
Hello,
world,
everyone,
and we
and
have for you
welcome to
a
Old
clash of
Trafford.
two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he...
Up he goes! We've got a goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 9, Erling Haaland.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Rodri. That is ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. The ball's gone astray. Foden. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he was quick to react. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Son Heung-min looking to run onto it. That is lovely. And he's managed to get free. Ball driven towards the far post. No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
First quarter of an hour gone. He has found the way through. Has crossed into the middle. Saka. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold, nicely spread. He's found the way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Ekitike. And he's intervened well there. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Nico Gonzalez. He's in plenty of space here. Bruno Fernandes. Son Heung-min. And the pass is intercepted. Nico Gonzalez. Aim forwards. Out to the left it goes. Foden! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. not got that quite right. Shot a goal! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Goal! After 33 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rodri. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Wriggles his way through. Oh, important interception. Saka. Bruno Fernandes. Shifted it to the flank.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance here. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Haaland might just make this. Van Dijk cuts it out. Distributed tidily. Vardiol, who does have an assist to his name. Nico Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva has found the net here, of course. He's shifting through the gears here. Hangs in a cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And we hit half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Doku plays a sharp little ball here. Played into space out wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Might be danger here. Shoots! He has done it!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Manchester United, after 52 minutes, is number 22.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And that has left him in a heap. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Played into space. He's in a great position here. Mainu. Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. And this is Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's found support out wide.
The attendance
expected
for this
better,
match
and so
was
did he.
71,649.
So we've reached the hour mark. Bruno Fernandes. It's Saka. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rodri. Foden. And he's forced to go back. Now Ruben Diaz. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Doku. Matheus Nunes. Doku looking to get on the end of this. Foden. Aimed beyond the defence. Thinks about the shot. And it's Son Heung-min! It's Luke. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bernardo Silva. Played out to the left flank. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Great, and the finish! Oh, taken with style! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No, that's been intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's picked his way through. The ball has bounced loose now. Referee's given a throw. That's really well manoeuvred. Great vision. And that's an excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Saka kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Threads one in.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Played in deep.
Well played and well cleared.
2 added minutes has
Nicely
been
spread.
indicated.
Matheus Nunes. He is just caressing the ball. Bruno Fernandes. That's at the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly, result-wise, This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Wilshere. Can he get it through? Rodri. Nicely aimed pass. Bernardo Silva. Here's Doku. That's a promising run he's making on the right. They get a throw in. Nico Gonzalez. He's on it, can he get away? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Haaland, and the through ball. He's got away. Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. And Czech pulls off a sensational save. That has not gone well. Now it's Pedro Neto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross into the box. Gets his head on it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Still goalless. Stones. Doku proves just a little bit too strong. Engages and forces him off the ball. That could spell trouble. Threads one in. Vardio. Foden. Fernando Torres. There's the shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Punched away. Doku.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Doku. And that's been won straight back. De Ligt. And here's Haaland. Out towards the flank. Back into the middle. Wilshere. Pedro Neto. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Turns back here, probably the best option. White. And it's Van Dijk. Doku. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bernardo Silva.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, smash against the crossbar. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Park Ji-sung. Referee has just said play on. Doku. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Foden. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
There will be 1 minute at
Van
a
Dijk.
time.
Adams. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back on the... Park Ji-sung! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's two now without reply. Big header! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
White. Vardio. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played down the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Ruben Dias has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Matheus Nunes. He's under a lot of pressure there. Played into space out wide. Wilshere. Now it's Haaland. He's had it taken off him. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Dealing with the pressure. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So is this the start of a comeback? Vardio. Rodri. Foden. Here's Haaland. Foden. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Wilshere. Now it's Pedro Neto. Great challenge, time to perfection. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That has been knocked clear.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Foden. Pedro Neto. Pinches it off him. Doku. Nico Gonzalez. And it's Gonzalez. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nico Gonzalez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And that's gone loose. Shot could be on. And they can counter here. Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Doku. And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is as far as they're going to go. Doku tries across. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Gonzalez. And that has been slung wide. Foden plays it in. Wilshere. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Torres. Looking for the run. Oh, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Crunching tackle. Driving on and making good progress. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And that is high. White. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Distributed tidily. Park Ji-sung. He's shifting through the gears here. The cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Stones. And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong.